welcome here to more TALKFCB and welcome to the Santiago Bernabeu. The date is the 23rd of March 2014 and this is El Clásico. It's Tata Martino's Barcelona coming face to face with Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid in a game that Barcelona simply have to win if they want to compete for this year's La Liga title. Barca come into this game in third place in the league, 4 points behind Real Madrid, with Atletico Madrid currently sitting top. And these are the starting lineups. Firstly, for the hosts Real Madrid, it is Diego Lopez in goal, Carvajal, Pepe, Ramos and Marcelo along the back with Xabi Alonso, Luka Modric and Angel Di Maria in midfield. Gareth Bale, Benzema and Ronaldo lead their attack. For Barcelona, it is Victor Valdez, Dani Alves, Gerard Piqué, Mascherano and Alba along the back line with Xavi Hernandez, Sergio Busquets and Cesc Fabregas in midfield, with Neymar, Messi and Andres Iniesta completing the front line. So, let's get to it. And as we do indeed kick off with El Clásico, would it really be a Clásico without one of these very early on there? Cristiano Ronaldo going down in a rather exaggerated manner, much to the displeasure of Dani Alves. He can't believe that Ronaldo has gone to ground over that. You can see here the ball comes in from Gareth Bale. There is just the tiniest of contact. And look at that dive. Look at the way that he goes down there. Ronaldo unhappy, but already in a Clásico, you can feel that energy. You can feel the excitement bubbling as this game is getting underway. And now it's time for some magic here, picking the ball up in midfield. And what I want to highlight here is that run from deep of Cesc Fabregas there. He's just laid the ball off. He's now going to move. And just look at that movement there from Fabregas. And this is what he did used to do, move in to those advanced positions. Iniesta now is wide on that left-hand side. Good ball from Messi. And I love this goal. I absolutely love this goal from Barcelona. It was so early on in the game. And it was just the way there that Iniesta, look at this first touch here. As that ball comes into him, that first touch needs to be perfect to allow him to make the finish that he does, and it absolutely is. The way that he sets that ball there is sensational, and Iniesta giving Barca a much needed early goal just to settle the nerves, just to calm everybody down there, to get us off to that winning start. And like I say, so many reasons to love that moment. But Real Madrid certainly did respond to that early goal, particularly down this left-hand side. Marcelo and the combination. Look at this from Di Maria. He was absolutely brilliant in this game, beating 1, 2, 3 and then setting up Benzema. What a dribble that is. Amazing quick feed. Sets up Benzema, but he misses it, blazes it over the bar. They cannot believe it. Inside the Bernabeu, Benzema there with a really big opportunity to get Real Madrid back in the game. Di Maria, to be fair, did everything that he possibly could. Benzema, though, putting it over the bar. And just have a look here, coming up with this move. Really good play from Neymar into the area. And does that seem to be there? A clear trip from Pepe. Leg comes across there. It was rash. He's nowhere near the ball. He clearly takes Neymar down. But, surprise, surprise, no penalty given, despite what you may hear about this game going in Barca's favour. That, for me, should have been given. But Real Madrid do indeed hit back here. Ball in from Di Maria. Perfect cross. And the header from Benzema. And you can see it there in the reaction of Victor Valdez. He knows that he can do better. He gets a full hand to that. He knows that he can keep that out. It slips through his grasp in the end. Like I say, fantastic ball. Good header as well from Benzema, especially after that miss earlier on. Real Madrid there, level on the night, with Valdez just about letting that one go, and that was a shame there for him and for Barca. 1-1 in El Clásico. Real Madrid again threatening down that left-hand side. Marcelo again combining with Di Maria. So many problems they were causing us. And as you can see now, pulled back, and Benzema gives Real Madrid a lead. They've actually turned it around here. Celebrations from Carlo Ancelotti. And I just want to stop this here. As that ball comes in, it's a great chance. Again, these are individual mistakes from Barcelona. The first goal there, Valdez can do better. And Mascherano here, he's got to get to that ball. He's at the near post. The ball is coming in. It's there to be won, but he can't quite get that header onto it. And once it's past him, there's no coming back from that. Barca simply cannot respond. Valdez can do nothing about this one. And Benzema, after that early miss in this game, now, thanks to Di Maria, he has 2 goals to his name. Again, Di Maria now down that left-hand side, causing Alves no end of problems. You can see here just tricking his way past again, moving it into the area. Benzema collecting it again and cleared off the line by Gerard Piqué, getting back in there. But Real Madrid in this half really did take the game to us. We were hanging on at times. It wasn't a brilliant performance, but a brilliant goal line clearance there from Gerard Piqué. That was what we needed in that moment. But if Real Madrid thought this game was all sewn up, they forgot one thing. We have Lionel Messi. Watch this movement, watch this dribbling here. Gets away from Real Madrid, just bounces there off Sergio Ramos, plays it into Neymar, and Messi, look here, Messi's following in. He gets the ball there, still dribbling, smashes the finish past Diego Lopez, and that was a really, really crucial goal. And you can see it there, just gliding past defenders, little layoff, the ball comes back to him, and he does not hesitate in that moment. Absolutely brilliant from Messi, and a crucial goal, like I say, for Barcelona. And after that, you can see here, there was quite a clear reaction. Certainly a bit of a coming together between the two teams. There were certainly a few people there coming off a little bit worse for wear. In VAR times, we might have been in a bit of trouble. Alves, you can see there as well, getting especially annoyed. You know that Sergio Ramos is going to be well in the thick of things. But this is a Clásico. This is what a Clásico is all about here. Two teams doing everything in their power to win. And at the half-time break, 2 from Benzema. And for Barca, Iniesta and Messi sees the score at 2-2 at half-time. But as we do indeed come out for the second half, the best in this game is still to come. Barca there, I felt in the first half, were up against it. Real causing problems down that left-hand side. But they do start here with a really, really good chance. So Benzema again in front of goal. This time he's supplied by Gareth Bale, and that is an absolutely brilliant save. Point-blank range there. Victor Valdez standing tall and denying Karim Benzema, which would have been his hat-trick on the day. Then there was, though, time for this. We had the one in the first half. This time, though, Ronaldo goes down and he gets what he wants. It's a penalty kick to Real Madrid. Dani Alves absolutely incensed at the decision, and when you look at it again, rightly so. Have a look at this here, where the contact actually starts and where it ends. You can see it's clearly outside the box. Yes, Ronaldo falls into the box. I mean, of course he does. It is Ronaldo at the end of the day, but look at this here. It is clear as day outside of the area, but somehow referee pointing to the spot, Real Madrid have a penalty. And of course, the man to take it, it's Ronaldo. And as Cristiano does, and as he always does, from the spot dispatches the penalty and celebrates there, giving Real Madrid on the day a 3-2 lead. And what they may have believed to be the winning goal, Real Madrid, certainly at this point, were feeling very, very good about themselves. But Barca are still not done yet. You can see here, Messi picking the ball up. What a pass that is in behind to Neymar. Ramos comes across. Neymar going down. That is a penalty, and not only that, red for Sergio Ramos in a Clásico. We've all heard that one before, but what about that pass from Messi there to see the run of Neymar? And there's no doubt in my mind that this is a penalty and this is a red card, because what I'd say is there's no reason for Neymar to go down. Quite clearly here, he's in on goal, he can score himself. Ramos there making contact with him when Neymar is running at full speed. Barca have the penalty. Real down to 10 men, but Messi is to step up. Can he score? And as the Bernabeu awaits here, the tension is building. Score at 3-2. This is a big moment for Barcelona in the title race. It is Lionel Messi against Diego Lopez. Messi about to step up. Lionel Messi delivers there, bottom corner. Really, really good strike there, nice and powerful. Diego Lopez, no chance of reaching that. And as you can see there, that penalty, I love it when it goes the inside of the net, the inside there. Absolutely no chance of Diego Lopez to save that one. Barca 3, Real Madrid 3. But we keep on coming. It's Xavi now into Messi. Shot here, coming in from Dani Alves. Off the post. What an effort that was there. Diego Lopez nowhere near that one either. Alves taking the shot on from range, and it's just denied there. Coming back out. Barca now starting to put that pressure on. Barca really starting to now gain the ascendancy in this game. Ancelotti getting a bit stressed out there on these sidelines. And I also really did like this moment. A few words here exchanged between Pepe and Messi. It didn't seem to be all that friendly, whatever was being said between the two of them. And I think he was along the lines from Messi, is you just wait. You just wait. What's it's coming to you. You can say whatever you like, but I had the power here to destroy Real Madrid. I've done it before. And as the clock was counting down and the minutes disappearing before us, our title hopes were on the line. Look at this run. Look at this play here from Iniesta, just gliding there between Xavi Alonso, inviting the challenges from the two men. And again, for me, there can be no complaints. Real Madrid here were absolutely furious at that decision. They didn't believe that it was a penalty, but I think you could have given it against Carvajal, or you could have given it against Alonso. There's two players there who actually bring Iniesta down. That's the only way that they are going to stop him, and this was where the nerves started to kick in. This now was a massive, massive moment, because I'd also say it's the second penalty that Messi is going to take against the same keeper. Do you go the same way? Do you go a different way? It's all about the mind games here. This is a huge mental task. Can Messi keep Barca in the title race at the Bernabeu? It's Messi! He hits it into the top corner. Barca have the lead. The Bernabeu is silenced, and as Messi looks up to the Barcelona fans, kissing the Barcelona crest, we are taking home all 3 points and taking the title race to Atletico Madrid, which of course would run until the very final day of the season. Messi delivering a Bernabeu hat-trick despite Karim Benzema and Angel Di Maria trying to deny us. Barca getting the win, getting the victory, and then what always happens in Clásicos, Real Madrid basically start losing the plot. You've got Ronaldo here going in for a challenge on Dani Alves, very, very high there, pretty poor, gets a yellow card there for his troubles, and well deserved. And then of course it gets to the point whereby you can only stop Messi effectively by kicking him to the floor, and again you've got two players on him there trying to bring him down. That's the only way that you are going to control him, and Pepe now, not so many words, he doesn't have so much to say now, does he, towards Lionel Messi? Before here, there's a clear kick out and a clear lunge on Alexis Sanchez, before then Xavi Hernandez is fouled, and Real Madrid at this point, what you are seeing is an implosion. They know the game has gone. They know that this game probably was there for the taking. They could have definitely won this game. We were not at our strongest this season by a long, long way, but Messi delivering a Santiago Bernabeu hat-trick. That's why they call it his training ground. Barca in El Clásico are victorious. So that there, guys, was a look back on a classic encounter between Barcelona and Real Madrid. I personally really enjoyed making this video, looking back on these kind of memories, and not just obviously for Barcelona wins, but the whole occasion, the whole Clásico spirit there, Messi against Ronaldo, all of these such huge stars that we had in these encounters. It was absolutely amazing to be a part of. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What did you make of this look back, and which games would you like to see looked back on in the future? Let me know all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.